You look a bit tired. Many callers today?
Yes, I think there were a good deal many. I found their cards when I got home. I was out.
Out. What do you mean? You know you're expected to be in on Tuesdays. What could possibly have been more important?
Nothing. I simply felt like walking, so I went out.
Well, I hope at least you left some suitable excuse.
No, I left no excuse. I told Joseph to say I was out, that's all.
Edna, dear, don't you understand that people don't do such things? You may not like the formalities of this town. I'm not always fond of them myself, but we have to observe them or risk losing everything we've worked for. Was Mrs. Belthrop here?
I really don't know. Bring the cards here, Joseph. Why don't you look at them yourself?
Leon puts his spoon down with disgust.
This soup is impossible. When is that woman of yours going to pay attention to seasoning? Any free lunch stand in this town does better than this.
Joseph now returns with the cards on a silver tray.
Take this soup away and throw it where it can't poison either man or beast.
Leon takes the cards and starts reading some of them out loud.
Mrs. Delasitas. I worked a substantial deal in futures for their father this morning. Nice girls, though it's high time they were married. Mrs. James Highcamp. This is one I can forgive you for missing. The less you see of Mrs. Highcamp, the better. Madame LaForce. And she came all the way from Carrollton, poor soul. This is bad, Edna. Very bad. Miss Wiggs, Mrs. Bolton, she probably came with her daughter, also from some distance, and Mrs. Belthrop. I thought so.
Edna continues to sip her soup, trying to hide her growing irritation.
We can't let this happen again, Edna. Don't you know that Belthrop can buy and sell us 10 times over? You must write a note to Mrs. Belthrop tonight.
I will not. I don't see why you're making such a big fuss over this.
I'm not making a fuss, as you call it. These things matter, Edna. Whether you like it or not, you will write the note.
He takes a bite of his dinner.
Again, this roast is like leather. And look at these vegetables. It seems to me that we spend enough money in this house to procure at least one meal which a man can eat and retain his self-respect.
You used to think our cook was a treasure.
Cooks are like anything else. They need to be looked after.
Where are you going?
To my club, where I can still obtain a decent meal.
He goes out. Edna continues to sit, seemingly impassive, but burning with fierce resolve.